distracted.
And we've got to the mic on. Hi everybody.
Hello, guys.
We were just in our own little world then. We
Play with filters.
We were playing with Instagram filters and
we look amazing.
How are you guys anyway? Have you all watched Star Trek Picard season 8?
Spoiler alert.
If you haven't, switch off and go watch it right now. You should not be here.
No.
You are welcome to be here. We are an inclusive group. We are not gatekeeping. It's just for your enjoyment.
Yes, we don't want to spoil stuff for you.
Give us a shout if you're in the house. Look, there we go. Let's have a look. Oh, hello, everybody. We got Mark. Hello. We got Gary, Christoph, Nadim, Neil, John, Tim. All our favourite people are here tonight. How nice to see you all. So we are fresh from season 8 to
Season 8?
Episode 8?
Oh, no.
I'm not ready for this to end.
No.
And I feel like hi Gary. I really dread endings, and I'm getting a lot of stuff come up from when TNG ended.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, I barely survived the first time round.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it again.
I know, and I still haven't got over Data dying the first 6 times.
Can
Hey,
you not
James! Oh, you haven't seen the... Oh, okay. You run, James.
Yeah.
Run. Do
Enjoy
not
your
listen.
beer, guys.
We love you.
Enjoy your beer. Nice to see you. I hope to catch up with you soon.
Say hi to everyone for us.
Yeah. Hope Richard's gig is good.
I hope you're on mute. Hi, Julian.
Yeah, you can just look at us. Don't listen to us.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going Christoph straight in there with a spoiler. We're starting spoilers, people. Spoiler: the data law solution was a bit cheap.
Ooh.
Carol did. To be fair, Carol did guess it straight away.
Shots have been
Yeah,
fired.
Carol did guess it. Carol was like, "Wow, if he's taking the memories, then surely that makes him data."
Yeah.
Like literally, people define by their memories. It ain't
Data's so
rocket science.
clever.
I liked
But
it.
I liked the way at the end Law seemed to find peace.
Yeah.
That was quite nice.
Yeah.
I still think Data maybe has a couple of surprises in some. He said pissed off.
So
Yeah,
he's
that was-
not. I don't think Law's truly gone. I think
No, they're all
one
merged.
now. Like,
But do you know at the end when he was like,
Yeah.
goodbye, brother, goodbye, brother,
Yes.
and he looked at peace. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Data and Law have always loved each other. It was they
Love-hate
yes.
relationship.
Christoph, you're right. It was wonderfully acted and visualised. I think that's. It was a simple way to show it.
But
If it had been realistic, it would have been boring, and it wouldn't have.
the playoff between Data switching between the characters is actually one of the best things about the Data Law dynamic. It's just the moments where he's both at the same time. Yeah.
And credit to Brent Spiner, because you can immediately tell which one's Data and which one's Law.
Without him even saying a word.
Yeah.
Without him even saying a word.
And they look
Brent Spiner for an
identical.
Emmy, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
The number of people I've suggested for an Emmy this season.
Yeah. And Tasha.
Yes.
Oh, that was, yeah.
Yeah, so I part of my
Spot.
I know, to be fair, Spot got the bigger shout out than Tasha did, didn't he?
Yeah, Tasha were like, yes, and then Spot was there. We're like,
oh! Spot was just that kick in the balls.
Yeah, emotionally compromised.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah. It was, another really, it was probably a slower paced episode, we said, didn't we?
I know, I was getting frustrated. I was like, I need to know. I need to know.
I think
bored, I need to know.
Because we've only got so few episodes left, we want all the answers right now.
It's just like they've all been quite fast paced up now. This was a slower episode, and it was like, you know.
I don't know. I feel like each episode is split into like.
I'm greedy. I want more.
Like half an hour drama, like peril,
I love.
and then 15 minutes where everything looks.
I love
better
when Wolf
and
turned
okay.
up and saved the day.
That was great.
And then the little awkwardness.
Honestly, Wolf is now like a walking meme.
I know.
I'm going to quote him all the time.
I kind of want him to lose his facade a little bit. I want him to be like old Wolf, like just be.
No,
like he was sat at the table at the end when Data came in, and Wolf just kept looking forward. He still was.
I think they have assumed part of their own personal characters, their actors' personalities, and as the TNG cast have grown in real life, their characters have kind of grown with them, and it's blended beautifully. And I think I really love Deanna Troy's involvement today. I love seeing the elements of Marina come in, because I feel like, you know, out of all the characters, and we've always said this, that the biggest disparity between the actor and the character has got to be Deanna Troi and Marina Sirtis.
Oh my god, I'll never forget the first time I saw her live. I was like,
I know.
The Marina line, good in bed, bad at bed.
Oh my god, it's saying. I was like, she didn't seriously sleep with the change.
Marina was sleeping in there. Yes, I know.
Yeah, like,
Love
oh
it.
my god, yeah.
She was like, yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
She's a smart woman. You would sleep with the shapeshifter.
I'm pretty sure that was our
episode 1 of Trekkie Girls.
For the test.
If you wanted to beam back, God, however long that's got to be.
Don't even start.
2011 we started doing this. And Carol and I's first episode we discussed android or shapeshifter.
So having recently rewatched Didn't Have Sex.
Who didn't?
The Changelings at all. They were non-sexual.
Really?
Yeah.
Giant Link. The Great Link's just a great big orgy, isn't it?
Well, yeah, the Great Link. But when it came to Oda, because obviously he didn't
So
have
were they
the Great
just
Link.
a big puddle and then just individuals evolved out of the puddle?
So the puddle might have been a great sex orgy, but
I was gonna say, how are they born?
Odo outside of it, he didn't have.
He's a liar.
Yeah, he was
I think
non-sexual
Odo
up until he'd been solid, and then he was like, he was suddenly interested all of a sudden, and went back in. Oh god, I just can't. I just didn't stop talking. Right up there with the big D energy that I kept talking about. Okay. Sorry.
I can't believe you just said that.
It's hard to explain otherwise. That's how the language they use.
Vanek said we called us effing solids today.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sorry, guys.
That's how Odo learned.
Anyway, Odo's a big fat liar.
Okay, fine.
I just.
But you understand why he's so grumpy now. For all the season up until he gets laid.
I can't read through my tears.
Right, well, let's go back. Deanna was only
She
joking.
was only joking,
Yes.
Jordy was so happy at Data's rebirth.
Oh, that was a beautiful moment. Yeah,
That was really good.
yeah.
Wolf severed heads.
Yes, his passive aggressive
Oh,
comment
love
I love that.
was
yeah.
it
Great
was
moment.
really good.
Yeah.
So hi Rashid, hi, nice to see you. Let's talk about some of our theories.
Okay.
So
I have no theories. I like yours.
I have been up until now. I keep saying week after week. I keep thinking it's those aliens, the little bugs from Conspiracy, because the whole Federation has been infected. Now I'm leaning into the Par-Wraith theory that Carol has been
Sprouting
saying since it started. I am agreeing with you, and it's because the similarities of the red eyes. When that first happened, you first thought it's Par-Wraith, but then you think actually Red Eyes has been done, with the little girl from Imaginary Friend. She's there.
Big fat lie. There's something about Odo we don't know.
Yes, I did. And I refer you back to my theory of Odo being a liar, that he can entirely mimic humanoid faces. Yeah. I don't at all buy that he can't. That he's the only changeling that can't. He can do everything but except human faces. Liar. He says that to help fit in because he knows that humans wouldn't trust him. So it's a lie he's kept maintained. I don't understand why, but he lied.
Okay. Right. Okay. Circle back.
Theory. So the Par-Wraith. So the glowy eyes, lots of. It's a great TV trope, isn't it? Glowy red eyes. But the Par-Wraiths have glowy eyes. And so let's have a little look here. What have we got? We got. I meant to press last. So we've got the glowy eyes and the fire, haven't we? There's a lot of fire symbolism in the Par-Wraiths.
And Par-Wraiths took over.
They took over Jake's body.
And Keiko's.
So. And the prophets were able to take over Kira. So we know they have this ability to move around and take over bodies. And then of course there's still the stone, the Reckoning Stone, which is the artifact for the emissary that was in the season 2 promotion of Star Trek Picard, which had no explanation.
No,
they didn't answer that at the time.
No.
They knew.
Hi, Vicky.
There are no coincidences in Star Trek.
Yeah,
I'm learning this.
Yes,
it's So I'm like, maybe there is some connection. So now we've got 3 distinct parts going on. We have more than 3, I guess. We have the whole Irumadic syndrome.
There isn't Irumadic syndrome.
There isn't. That
is in Jack and in Picard.
That Vanek has sought in Picard's body. Then we've got the whole rogue changelings. What's their deal in this? we've got Jack's story, and we've got the whole Frontier Day thing, which is coming in.
So they're all going
to tie up in 2 episodes.
It's a lot.
So I'm pretty sure they're going to all tie up into one. So the enigmatic syndrome is going to be whatever made Jack. Maybe Picard passed it on, but somehow it's been affected or modified in Jack.
I wonder whether it's kind of like some sort of, I don't want to say backdoor entrance,
Oh damn!
Just
this episode's really taking a turn.
Means of, like it's I'm trying to think of the term, a suitable term, kind of like a program within them, that's disguised as. So I think he's good, and Deanna knows.
But what is in him, or
what's
following him?
Yeah.
What could necessarily possess him when he opens the red door could
probably
be
bad.
Yes.
And there could be. This is the whole thing. There's going to probably have to be a sacrifice at the end to save Jack, isn't there?
Yeah, and that'll be Shaw. Shaw's going to die.
If Shaw dies, I riot. If Picard dies, I riot too. Just so we know.
I don't think Shaw would sacrifice or would be sacrificed for Jack.
No,
that's not close enough.
He'll
sacrifice.
He'll sacrifice.
He'll sacrifice himself in a moment where there's so many rooms on a shuttlecraft, and he was that 10 the one time. This time he'll give up his place.
Vicky says she's not a Trekkie. Look what she said.
Vicky needs to join in purpose, and you really think that's Troi?
Look at Vicky with the theories.
Come on, Vicky, come on.
Trekkie.
Yeah, why do you think
Trekkie? Vicky will be joining us in person. She doesn't know this yet, but
for at least the finale.
The finale.
Every week I get this close to inviting her. No, she'll say no right now, but when she can drink champagne again, she will be here.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Vicky will be here 2 weeks time.
2 weeks.
Won't you, Vicky? Say yes.
Yes.
Just type yes.
Yeah.
We're going to break the internet. We've never had all 4 of us on together.
Yeah, we're going to physically force her.
How exciting. Challenge accepted.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm really glad that Troy's in it. So yeah, I think, I feel like this irromatic syndrome is, whatever it really is hosting this possibly par race.
Vicky, love.
Yes, that's a...
well-reasoned argument, Vicky.
We hope we hope we see lots of familiar faces.
Let's all throw out all the people we want, because now anything's possible in Star Trek. Let's all have our wish list of who's going to magically appear.
I still want Wesley.
You want Wesley? I'm going to go with Janeway's almost definite.
I'm going to go with Bashir and Miles O'Brien, because they can't have but one without
the other.
I think Miles O'Brien would be good.
And
Garrick.
It's like,
Now, we were talking about perhaps if these are par wraiths, is there a possibility of the Cisco?
Or a Cisco.
That's where it came to.
A Cisco.
So I lean towards, we're probably not going to see Avery Brooks. So I'm going to just say we're probably not going to.
Yeah.
But Jake Cisco. I think Jake. We could see Jake.
It's within your power.
Jake Cisco. And honestly, as a representative of Avery Brooks in some way, there is no one more perfect to come.
I think Janeway will be the finale.
I think Janeway.
I so hope Janeway is the finale. I'm going to be so sad if it's
honestly think it will be in the last actual scene of the show. Like, honestly, we'll get through the end, big drama, everything happens, and then at the very end, Jane will be there just as a little hint.
With a phaser.
She was like, what the hell are you all doing? Where have you been?
As a hint to what comes next.
I don't know. She's just going to come in firing. Yeah. That's it. I don't know.
But then if Star Trek has been... Starfleet has been compromised at the highest level, how do we know Janeway's not a
Well, this will be the tension, I think. Is Janeway
who's real, who's not? They have to rescue Tuvok.
We've got to save Tuvok.
Yeah.
There's far too many.
Who do we think Jack Crusher is going to end up with?
Oh, so does Jake Cisco have Prophet DNA as Ben's son? So is he part emissary? And the same way Jack, I'm going to go par wraith, because I've got a theory about par wraith.
Who do we think Jack Crusher is going to end up with?
Geordie's
son or Seven?
Geordie's son.
Geordie's daughter. Or Seven.
What? Jack Cisco?
No,
Jack Crusher.
Crusher.
Oh, clearly Sydney.
Did
Well, I don't know. I think there's sparks between 7 of 9 and 9.
They make a lot of eye contact, but
7 of 9's for Raffi.
Yeah.
True. I know, I do like that pairing.
Yeah, so Sydney all the way. Like, we're here for... Yeah.
Even though he mind raped her.
Well,
saved her life, obviously.
She did ask what should I to do, and then she
mind
controlled her.
And she did stand up for him and say, yes, what he's saying is true.
Yeah.
He did it to me.
And she said it without heartache.
She said it without what?
Heartache.
Was that on Dave Collins' YouTube channel? He says, what is behind the red door will leave viewers saying...
Is that it?
Is that it? Oh.
I don't know who Dave Collins is. I'm not invested in that. Sorry.
Raphaella,
Jim.
I love how Worf calls Raffi Raffaella.
Yes.
Oh.
And how he was like, you're still dropping your shoulder. And she's like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm totally here for the whole, how I love... I'm one of the few people on the internet that are pro Worf and Troi. I love Worf and I love Troi and Riker, but I did like Worf and Troi's relationship. I know. I'm one of the few people that digged it, and so I really enjoyed that little spark.
I love the callback. What I liked about this episode was all the callbacks to stuff.
Yeah.
So the Deanna relationship, I loved that moment. It's just a torture continuing. Favourite line of the episode almost. The hey Data, you died. We dealt with that. Did this lessen this somehow?
They kind of acknowledge it, don't they?
And that's what I like. And that's what I like. They're acknowledging what came before, and they're going, actually, I'm different from the one event.
Because there was a policy for a while, wasn't there, with the movies to ignore the Deanna and Worf relationship. It didn't work out. The writers were probably embarrassed by it. Let's just not ever talk about it ever again. Whereas, this Star Trek, they do address these things and they do highlight inconsistencies or things that fans would go, what? Don't you think they would be like, we were in a relationship and acknowledge that? And Riker addresses the cringe element as well.
Okay, so Julian asks, do you think Kirk could be in the final episode? So
this is now confirmed that his body is at Daystation, and we don't know if he's dead or there was the wording is.
It was listed as part of the Project Phoenix.
Oh, we were talking about that last time, weren't we?
Which is what this whole operation seems to be under as well, which was very interesting. Yes, Rashid, Data be back is magical, and they've done it in the best possible way as well. The whole merging with Lore is just.
They're all sitting in the ready room, in a ready room, and just be like, Picard needs you all, and there's no place I'd rather be in the universe. That scene was just magical. Yeah, like you say, it's beautiful.
The stuff dreams are made of.
But yes,
and Raffi did kick ass.
She did kick ass. Yes,
I love Raffi. She's my favourite, and I do want her and Seven to get together.
I think that's got to. That will continue.
I don't know how, because obviously Seven's going to go into the Titan series when that's released. How does Raffi tie in with that? Maybe she just docks every now and then for a quick woohoo. And,
I think Raffi will join.
What, Starfleet? Oh, she's in Starfleet already.
Starfleet, so she'll be in, and could tie in with the Section 31 series.
Oh, I reckon maybe Worf is in line for the Section 31 series.
If we get Worf, Seven, and Raffi, and
Michelle Yeoh,
can we say Jack Crusher?
I really hope this isn't the last we see of Jack Crusher. I don't know if it will be, because it's kind of like a Picard thing. No, I do like him as a character. He's very hot. Quite like him. You don't, because obviously we don't have the same taste.
We don't. We have opposite tastes in men, but I think he's a perfectly nice gentleman.
I met him when he was
You said you met him.
So he was in the Aragon movies forever ago. So when he was just a child, I'm pretty sure.
Luke asked me if I watch You. The series You. I've not seen it. Everyone says I should watch it.
I know.
And I said, this guy that's in Picard is in it, and he was like, oh. I went, I get the feeling he plays a bad guy, and you was like, oh.
So
like the worst guy.
Actually, no.
How can he be Jack Crusher?
No, we'll have a whole conversation later, off camera, because I don't want to spoil you for you guys. Not that you care.
I've seen clips, and he doesn't look a right evil.
Oh no, he's fine. Yes.
Yeah. Fab acting.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, well, are we? Raffi's a changeling.
It's Raffi a changeling.
No,
it's everybody a changeling.
Who knows?
But I do know what you mean, Neil. I did have a couple of suspicions, because the whole they all kind of had tests, except for that one time on the ship. They just were like, oh, yeah, it's me. And then the second time was when Deanna was like, there was an all-consuming darkness on this ship, right next to Raffi was when that happened. So.
I assume she was talking about Jack.
I assume she was. Yeah, I think that's what you're supposed to believe.
Yeah, but also Deanna sort of says she can sort of not sense people, so...
She can't sense changelings.
Yeah, does that mean she can, like, what I don't understand what that means. Does that mean if she can't sense them, does that mean she can...
They're a void?
Like, or is it like an empty gap? You know, are you looking at them and going, I don't sense anything from you, therefore
or maybe
you must be a
sense
changeling.
them, but they don't sense like themselves.
Yeah, that
She
They
said
don't rise when you
She
know
said
them.
she doesn't normally sense changelings, but these ones are different.
That's true,
They're a
yeah.
bit fleshy.
Because they're so meaty.
So we found out that that's because they were tested on.
Well, we assume that's what it was.
Actually, that was a brilliant bit of dialogue between Geordie and Picard that I'm now adopting in my daily
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
about the wine.
Yeah.
Yes. But your taste in wine has always been pedestrian.
I'm literally going to use that every time me and John drink wine.
Yeah.
Your taste in whiskey is so pedestrian.
Yes, that's now in my lingo.
Yeah.
Gonna put that in my box.
What I love about this
insults.
third season is just so much of it is so quotable. Like,
It is.
there are beheadings on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
you know, like, there's so many things I'm just going to call back at so often.
So I have at work, I have a screen behind me, which I just put on Shaw's no meme all the time. Like, people come in the office, they don't even ask me anything, and I just immediately just go, no. But now I'm going to have effing solids.
Effing solids. Yeah.
I like someone took my "It broke me" Geordie screenshot and kept using that everywhere. It broke me.
Strangely Wales, come and do the
Yes! Yes! I am excited by that. And we still, like last week we were talking about Strange New Worlds, and and who needs a Star Trek convention right now? We do, and we're really looking. Oh, hopefully Destination Star Trek.
So like Jack Quay's in the UK in a couple of months for no, actually maybe this month for for a boys convention, convention.
Yeah.
We're going. And I was looking into it. It's like it's £200 like a night to stay in the hotel and like go to the convention. We're going,
It's expensive.
it's really expensive, but I kind of want to go.
Go.
I want to go.
And Star Trek and Strange New Worlds season 3 was announced before season 2.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like.
We know we've got more
because
because that's always the bit dodgy bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
We will see you at Destination Trek.
So my theory is the reason they've gone back for Discovery rewrites and things is so that they can launch the Academy show off the back of it.
What, off the back of Discovery?
Yeah.
What do you mean they've gone back?
So they've finished filming season 5.
Yeah.
So they went to do reshoots.
Did they?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I was in the know.
So they went to go back to reshoots, and I feel that's to actually launch.
That's interesting.
It's got to involve Tilly. There's
So, yeah, that's
no
the
way
thing.
you can't have
Exactly.
an
So I
Academy
think-
series without
Yeah.
Tilly.
So they're going to go back and they're
That
going
is
to
interesting.
launch the show off that. So they're going to do some little rewrites to make it, maybe give more of the characters more time. Yeah.
I like that. Imagine a Star Trek Legacy series with Captain Crusher.
Ooh.
I really do hope we see
I
more
do.
of
And Terry
Jack Crusher.
Metalis leading it
yes.
as well.
Yeah.
But this brings up a point. Like, I hadn't heard that, and I'm like,
You have been avoiding the internet.
I've been
though.
annoyed, but I have to because we're playing Spoilergeddon.
Spoilergeddon! I'm going to win this.
Surviving. Trying to avoid
I'm
spoilers.
Lose so bad.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I have to live on the internet at work, and it's really hard, even if, now I have separate accounts, which I try to keep really boring, but still things creep in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a tough time. How have you all survived Spoilergeddon? So we're trying to get to the Star Trek Picard season final without any spoilers. How are you all getting on? Are you faring well?
Oh, I didn't get any. Well,
I didn't get any this
You didn't
week.
get any. You had a massive one last week, didn't you?
There weren't many spoilery.
You just heard about Tuvok before you watched it.
Yeah,
I
heard
did
about
see
Tuvok.
the cast photo put out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so like all of the cast together, but not around the bridge table.
Yeah.
It was just a cast picture.
Yeah.
So I did assume this is the episode where everyone gets back together.
Yeah.
And obviously,
And like that is
Troi
a
doesn't
spoiler.
die on the
Yeah,
strike
like, yeah,
ship.
So
strike ship.
you could consider that a spoiler, but I did also assume it was going to happen.
So do we think Vadik is gone? Because she did smash into lots
She
of
did
pieces, but
smash
she's a
in.
changeling. They could pick them pieces up, I'm sure.
I think she's gone.
I think
Yeah.
she's gone.
Yeah.
But it must be difficult for Jack. Like, he must want to know.
Yeah, you got to.
I literally thought he was. I thought they were going to leave the ship and he was going to go with them.
Yeah.
Not because he's bad, but just because he
needs
wants to know.
Yeah.
But I now think Beverly will be on the case. Like, we're going to sort this out. We're going to work out what's going on with you now. Yeah.
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 So let's have a look how you're doing with your spoilers. So Rashid, you got 2 boxes spoiled. I know, and it's the fact that it comes from official sources as well. Like, you know, that sucks. Let's have a look. So Nadim tries to watch it midnight as soon as it drops. Yeah, that's a good way to avoid it.
I suspect Sam's passed on his Trekkie Girl 17.
You
know her so well.
Just avoid socials Thursday night. Yeah, that's true. I'm watching Time for Trekkie Girls. Well done, Neil. You're our sort of person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting to the 8 today. Like, it's like I want to post some stuff, and I go, just post. Don't look
There's
at anything.
always that little bit of me on a Thursday that's like, oh, it's live.
I know.
I really want to watch it. Can't watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Yeah. So I was up like so late last night.
Oh God, I forgot Ray came back.
I could just watch it and go, no.
Yeah.
No.
When season 1 in COVID, during COVID,
Yeah.
I did stay up late because it used to drop at about 11 o'clock,
Good,
didn't
yeah.
it? And I used to stay up and watch it.
Yeah.
So that was exciting. But on my iPad.
So we've got 2 more episodes.
Oh.
I think next week's is going to be intense.
Are we doing Trekkie Girls next week?
Look at
Okay,
Dave
cool.
Rose
Just checking.
return was
that's a tough one.
that was a genuine surprise.
Yeah. I almost had it because I do
You'd seen something,
I did
hadn't
that. Yeah, because I make these opening scene pictures, and they scare me because I have to Google the episode, and I'm like,
Don't want to see spoilers.
I might just do a generic one for the next 2 because I just
do a picture of us.
yeah.
Or just Picard.
Yeah, just Picard. So then, the next 2 might be about every time I Google it. And so last week, or not last week, but it's a Row episode. I saw a picture of a woman with dark hair in a Starfleet uniform who
You didn't twig.
I didn't. I saw it in my periphery vision because I was blurring my eyes like
And
I could see there was a woman there, and I thought I'm not even gonna give any brain space to it. I'm just not gonna. I just try my best to not think about it.
That was the episode where you were at the quiz. You went here,
Yeah.
wasn't it? And literally the 2 of us were like,
Yeah.
and it's like when Worf turned up tonight, we were like, yay! Like completely just in unison.
I really want to see like the last episode, like a big screen with an audience around you, because you can get really emotionally behind it in the room.
I know, but you also don't want other people around.
Oh, yeah,
other
yeah.
than you two.
Yeah.
And Vicky.
And Vicky.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'll get pissed off if people just start talking.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'd be like,
Oh no,
Yeah.
you'd like shoot them.
I would
Yeah.
actually lose my.
Yeah.
I would lose it with other people around. So the right people I trust, are the only people permitted to be around me.
Mhm.
But I do understand. Maybe if I did that first and then did it in a room full of people, I could handle that. But there is something like in watching it in a movie or movie theatre, that sort of environment.
Mm.
Wow, so 4K of First Contact movie just came out. That sounds like that would be
Oh
good.
my god!
Didn't come out for First Contact Day. I did, yeah. So
I would love to do one day hire a theatre and do like a group viewing of First Contact or something. That would be wonderful.
maybe next First Contact Day.
Yes, let's do it. I say that every First Contact Day, or maybe Star Trek Day.
Frontier Day. What is Frontier Day? We don't know.
Yeah,
It's a new day
I'm
to
pretty sure
celebrate.
it's the launch of we talked about it a few weeks ago. We believe it might be the launch of the NX-01.
Mhm.
I think, maybe.
So goes back to your Enterprise theory.
Back to the Enterprise theory. Oh yes, the idea where they give Enterprise their final season, their final episode as a
Okay.
Anything's possible.
as a
As much as I
apology.
love the idea, please not this season. Just like as a little
just-
short afterwards. But
Yeah,
yeah, maybe.
I miss Star Trek shorts.
We want
Star
Trek
Trek
Yeah.
shorts were good.
Yeah.
I really like the mud one. The mud one.
Oh,
was
yeah.
really
Mud one was good.
Yeah.
Oh, the trim
And
was
the
best.
future one with the. Oh my
The Alexa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the best costume. And I didn't
There's a couple of independent cinemas, Vicky. I do look into it from time to
Oh,
time.
look how Vicky's suggesting the Star Trek cinema night. Tricky girl.
Righty, everyone, we're going to go. That's all we've got time for tonight. But
What should we do with Vicky? Remember years ago people got rickrolled when they opened an email?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should just send Vicky loads of emails, and when she opens up, it goes, Tricky girls!
Tricky
Tricky
girls,
girls!
go to conventions.
Yeah,
There are
sorry.
solids.
Fucking solids.
I really love their D energy.
Big hard solids.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for joining us. We hope you have a lovely night. Enjoy, and we'll see you next week for episode 8.
9.
9.